Welcome everybody here once again in another session in this All India Live mock series that you have been witnessing here also at the English Medium channel by Oliveboard. And here we go live again in seconds. I'm just dropping a message that the session has started. And for sure, it is going to be impressive for all of you again. The mistakes that we made during the live mock, those nuances that we probably didn't know, and the teacher can help us in learning those, solving them quickly, and many things such. I'm all ready. I hope so are you, and we start this in seconds. Just dropping a message that the session has started. You can also inform your friends, those who are honestly willing to be a part of this series. Every week, I should say, I can say we can also, you attempt the All India Live mock, and here we are with the description. Meanwhile, in the afternoon, in the evening, you had classes on reasoning, say GA and GS, maths also. Now it's time for English. Here we go. Okay, starting with the first one here. Welcome everybody here. Aditya, Prakta, Pramod, Vaibhav, Nancy, Isha, Yashwanti, Komesh, Avinash, and all of you here. Warm good evening from my side to all. Okay, let's go. Jai Hind, Kamran sir. Get ready. This is, in my opinion, not a difficult test. Let's finish it off this time and think about the accuracy, the precision that we'll be marking options, fine, but they have to be precise and correct also. Har Har Mahadev, let's go. In reported speech, okay, my neighbor said to me, do not park your car in front of my gate. My neighbor forbade me, which is actually to deny someone to do something. You shouldn't do that. He forbade me, he refused me, he denied, he stopped me, and such and such. So he forbade me to park my car in front of his gate is all fine. He forbade me not to is not correct, because after this negative word we can't have the negativity again. He forbade me from, no, it takes infinitive, not this from variation. A singular subject without an SES is impossible. So just the first one, the only possibility here. Doubts welcome. Passive voice. Once a month, that's going to be an adverb, need not touch it. We visit the temple. So the passive is going to be we visit the temple. That means the temple is visited by us once a month here, once a month there, doesn't matter. Visiting the temple, no ing there. We ourselves, that's once again active voice, and need not bring anything from your own side. Once a month, the temple is visited by us, seems good to me. What about the fourth one? Monthly, there is a visit, need not rephrase the sentence, need not change the theme of the sentence. It's all okay. Okay. She said she would, okay, in past, assemble all the employees in the hall. So if we talk about the direct narration, she would will be I will assemble and such. No will here, not possible. No will here, not possible. No ing there, not possible. The only option possible, which won't take, I think, more than 10 or 15 seconds. You can have the Parajumble, which is an easy peasy one in my opinion, because we just have 3 sentences. To prevent pickpocketing, and I don't even know in Parajumbles, in RCs, say in close tests also, that what pickpocketing is. If the passage defines, I'll be picking that first. Okay, to prevent pickpocketing, people are advised to keep valuables secure and remain vigilant in the busy environments. Fine. Pickpocketing is a form of theft where a skilled thief stealthily, secretly steal the items like this or that from a person's pocket or bag without them noticing. Fine. That's the description of the word pickpocketing. I'll be starting with B now. What about the third one? If it often occurs in crowded places, I'm sorry. So probably you'll be stealing in crowded places and such. Starting with B, which is only available in just one option. But I won't say to click B. I will say go through the options first, if that is the most appropriate one. Now that is the answer, need not check the answer sheet also. B, C, A. That's a theft where someone steals items like wallets, phones, money from crowded places like markets and such, and that's the solution also. The problem we can say here, the solution, which is generally at the end. Perfect. Need not think about this, need not be worried about this. A better one you can go through. The rise of social media platforms over the past decade has revolutionized the way people communicate, providing individuals with unprecedented access to information and a global audience for sharing their thoughts. Seems to me a descriptive one. You will have the options, no problem. While social media has undeniably connected people across the globe, it has also highlighted the need for responsible digital consumption and the protection of users' rights in evolving digital landscape. That is fine, but that's a negative statement. You are putting while with some contrast the responsibility of people and such and such. The initial statement was a positive one. The rise of social media platforms has revolutionized the way people communicate, this and that and that. So to change gear, to change the shift, we should have some contradictory conjunction and such. Companies like Facebook, Insta, Twitter have come under scrutiny. Why? Have they done something horrible? I'll be checking the rest of the sentence. Just one sentence, I'm sorry. However, which now changes theme. The spread of, no, AC cannot be together. People in the comment section are saying AC cannot be together, Pramod, because A is a positive statement. However, C is a negative statement without any conjunction such, but, however, notwithstanding, notwithstanding, nonetheless, and such, you can't change the theme of the passage. No, 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 no. That's fine to find the keywords. Social media platforms like Facebook, Insta, Twitter, fine. But that's a positive statement, that's a negative statement. We may commit such a mistake. Okay, let me show you something. If you are thinking of picking A and C, that'll be wrong. Live. And we could have committed this mistake in examinations. Think about that again. That's a positive statement. That's a negative statement. Where did the shift come from? The fourth one here. However, the spread of misinformation and addictive nature of these platforms, you are talking about some social media platforms. You can also link this. These platforms have raised concerns about the impact on mental health, democracy, and the overall quality of public discourse. It's better to change the theme with the help of this. Now we can connect the negative one, the negative one, and the negative one, and the negative one now. I hope it's better, and that of course is better to link A and D, which is the precise answer. Okay, now objections welcome. Another one such. However, can never be the first one, but grab the theme first. The rapid growth of urban areas has led to challenges like housing shortages, traffic congestion, pollution, strain on public services, raising questions about the sustainability of any expansion. You talk about the expansion first, I will pick this then. A cannot be the first one, is not. As urbanization continues to accelerate, city planners and government must find some solutions to create smart, sustainable urban environments that can accommodate growing populations while preserving the natural resources. Fine, but doesn't seem to me a descriptive one again. As this continues to accelerate, they must find this. What is urbanization? In the previous one also, I asked you, you should ask yourself in the examination, what pickpocketing is. If the passage defines, that should be the first one. So they are saying urbanization, urbanization. What urbanization is? I hope you can judge this. Sir, C, the definition. Urbanization, what is that? The movement of people from rural areas to, say, cities has become one of the defining trends of the modern era. With cities offering, come on, I'll check if any option starts with C because that's the most descriptive option I have. And I have just one option starting with C. Let's click this, go ahead because you are so sure now, but still I would love to say, won't waste your 15 seconds. Grab the theme, C, D, A, B. They are saying now. They are saying now. Is that appropriate? C. Urbanization, movement of people from rural areas to cities, has become one of the defining trends of modern era, reshaping economies, social structures, environmental conditions around the world. Fine, you're talking about urbanization. With cities offering more employment opportunities, that's why people are coming from rural areas to cities. Better infra, that's why. Access to education, that's why. Healthcare, that's why. They have become magnets. People are getting attracted for populations seeking to improve their quality of life. Not bad. CD is all perfect. A. However, people coming to to cities, the rapid growth of urban areas has led to challenges like housing shortages. And what should be done now? The governments must find solutions. So it's all okay to end at B, which is the ending one. Starting with C, ending at B, done. Okay. Shikha, absolutely be the concluding one, we can say. Better, absolutely better. These features, which features? They possessed, who possessed? I don't know, velociraptors. What is that? Were a sickle-clawed dinosaur that flourished in Central Eastern Asia during the late this and that period. R is a better descriptive statement. You're talking about some dinosaurs, that one. Probably they possessed, probably some features of them, these features. We have another keyword of some period. That was probably about 99 million to 65 million years ago, a long, long time before humans came into existence. Done. I won't read the whole passage. I will pick R and S at the beginning. And R and S at the beginning, already available there. Click it. Go ahead. QP, just for slide confirmation. They possessed these dinosaurs, usually large claw on each foot, possessed a tail, and probably those large claws, tail are the features which helped them maintain balance while striking and that and that. No, need not check the answer sheet. Huh? The company's financial reports showed a significant augmentation in profits. The meaning of augmentation is increment, we can say. We have a feature in this world of technology, which is AR, says augmented reality. They say augmented reality. We have, just like the reality goes even stronger, even more than that. Just like you have your camera open, you open some settings of virtual reality and such, and you see a dinosaur standing there. You see a firefighter over there. So that's not the real case. Dinosaurs don't exist, but still I can see that in my camera, in my display, in that way. That's the augmented reality. Increase, we can say, let's pick the antonym. Reduction, I won't go through the other options. That's the antonym of increment. What about the other options? Departure, no. Arrival of a train, departure of a train. Connection, opportunity, not at all. Okay. She, blank space at the kitchen counter, chopping vegetables, and the sound of knife was soothing, meditative, and such. Okay, she's stuck. There's nothing like she got stuck at the kitchen counter. No, she was doing that intentionally. She isn't stuck. She is chopping vegetables. She is not stable out there. She understood at the kitchen counter. That's a transitive verb. If she understood what? She is probably standing over there. Yeah, she's standing at the kitchen counter. She stood at the kitchen counter. She's chopping vegetables. A better choice. She left, a transitive one. She left the kitchen counter could have been a possibility. Standing at the gate, the fixed preposition also. She glanced over them, a smile tugging at her lips as she watched them. Okay, she's talking about outside. The late afternoon sun cast a warm glow over the backyard. Children are playing. She's looking at the children, and she watched the children blank space each other around the tree. The overall tone of the passage is positive. I won't be picking any negative option now. The rhythmic sound is soothing. Children are playing. She glanced over at them, smile tugging at her lips, and such and such. So children are, say, chasing each other. A better choice. A transitive verb, we can say. Yeah, the correct answer. Children are running is all fine, but children cannot run each other. You have an option. Absolutely. You can chase each other, you can follow each other, but you can't run each other. Will be horrible, and we have a better choice. Frighten, the tone is not negative. Disgrace, the tone is not negative. But all my friends are. The next one. Uh, it had been a challenging year full of unexpected twists and turns. After Mark lost the job, they had to make some tough decisions, downsizing their home, cutting back on expenses, and finding new ways to make. Can't you see this is an idiom? Thank you, Weber, for the laughter. Welcome, Uma. But all my friends are. You are finding new ways to make blank space meet. That's a good one. That is a good one. That is a good one. People can say you lost your job at the firm, so probably you are trying to make money. Let me click this. I think it is wrong and is. What? Why? No, Shikha. SSC is fond of asking idioms in fillers. You were there in the previous session. You have been with me for so long. And you remember the iconic 2023 SSC CGL Tier 1 filler, dash someone's hopes. Dash someone's hopes. I hope you remember, and people here. We had an idiom just 15 to 20 minutes ago in the previous session, which was keep under, you can say arms, keep under, you can say legs, feet, foot, whatever, but that was keep under wraps. That means to keep something hidden or secret. So idioms are asked. Absolutely, that's an idiom actually. If you do not have job, if you don't have money, you just try to find ways to make blank space meet. You didn't pay attention to the next word. If you say money, fine, but we cannot make money meet. How would money meet? That's a singular term. In order to meet, we must have a couple of terms which can meet. Impossible. Dreads, frightened, fear, that's a negative word, and we cannot make fear meet. Actions meet, but that's an idiom to make both ends meet, just to survive. Remember, in case you didn't know this, to make both ends meet is to survive. To make both ends meet. I can show you. Hello, Chrome brother. Hello, brother. What has happened to you? See, make both ends meet. You can see suggestions from Google. Make both ends meet. Make both ends meet meaning. To make ends meet. Earn just enough money to live on. And that has been asked several times in SSC. So not a big deal to remember. Those who did not know, please know now. Oh, just a sec. Just a sec. Come on. Okay, make both ends meet. And that was a good one. Because people can commit mistakes here. We can put money because somebody has lost the job. And the last one. But despite the blank space, there had been moments of joy, connection. So despite if you have lost your job, if you don't have money, that means you are going to have some affluence. That shows immense amount of money. Affluence, money's flowing is a positive word. Fortune, God helping you. You can't say despite God helping me and such. Courtship, to date someone, to make someone ready for marriage and such. Not the context. Hardships, problems. You lost your job. That's the problem. Hardship, uncomfortable situation there. Not needed, we can say. Okay, next. The old man was known for his irascible temperament. You can get this from the sentence also. Irascible is the one who gets easily angry. Who gets easily angry, irascible. So the opposite of irascible The one who gets easily angry is going to be someone who is cool, calm, composed, and something such. Impulsive. Hey, how did you say that? Based on your impulse, which are impulses, which is quite random if I say. So the not the antonym, that will be the synonym if I say. Lethargic is going to be lazy, a negative word. If we say intelligent, not the opposite, but yes, if you get angry quickly and you are patient, you show patience, you are cool and calm and composed and such, a better choice. The synonym of the word terrible, I would say horrible without looking at the options, the first word which will pop up in my mind. Terrible, horrible, because the rest of the words are opposite. Soothing, consoling, pleasant, just one negative word in the options. He is eclipsed by his sister, who is much smart. Need not go through the sentence, because I hope you know much as an adverb before an adjective is used before a comparative degree adjective. Very is used in a positive degree. Done. Very good. Much is used, if you remember, in a comparative degree. Much better, much smarter, much taller, and such. So you can't say in English much smart. Done. Much smarter. That's it. The performance of the company's various departments was not been satisfactory this year. Okay, let's eliminate the options. The subject is performance, and performance is a singular word. You can't say have for that. You can say was, but no passive tone here, so third form after that. You need some improvement. Models do not take a V2 or a V3 after them. Impossible. The only option left. But logically, that is also fine, because you're talking about this year. So there has to be the tone of present tense. This year, we have lost 3 games in a row. I hope you know. This year, we have lost a series at home for the first time in the history of Indian Test cricket, we can say. So this year, present tense. Have cannot be there. Will, future. Was, past, in case of no improvement if you're thinking of. The only option here has not been. The performance has not been satisfactory this year, the present tense. India, oh ho 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 ho, they captured my mind. Blank space, the World Cup for the 3rd time at this time, fine, but since you have said tomorrow, I'll be putting some words of future, and that's a better one. In future, are winning, the present tense, won the past, had won the past, perfect one, the only option possible. Okay. The theater was keeping a seat for you. So a seat was being kept for you by the theater. A seat was being kept for you by the theater. That is all correct, because I can't think of any recreated history any other better option than this. Now, what about the other options? Are they correct? Keeping, no, ing is all there, but that's not the subject of the sentence. That's a finite verb out there. Theater has no present tense. Seat would be no, would, could, would, etc. She remained calm. Synonym. Agitated is going to be excited. Nervous is not the one who is calm. Anxious is also worried. Nervous can also be worried, not calm and such. The only option, serene. KP, not live, but the tranquil, pacified, cool, calm, patient, and such. Select the option or the sentence that doesn't have a spelling error. Okay. She meticulously, punctiliously, fastidious, meticulous, punctilious, painstaking, and such. Okay. Organized her closet, donating clothes she no longer wore to help those in need, I think is correct. What about the others? The sound of waves crashing against the shore provided a soothing backdrop for their conversation. You can comment what the corrections are, what the misspelled words are. As winter approached, need not read this now, a gentle breeze rustled the leaves, creating a peaceful atmosphere in the quiet garden sanctuary. I'm just getting some water. You answer this. Back in 10 seconds. You have taken more than enough time. Yashwanti, thank you so much for the maturity. Organize and organize, S-E-Z-E, both are going to be fine. You've taken more than enough time. Sanctuary is actually S-A. Didn't you notice I said as winter approach? And that's not the spelling of the word approach if I say. Just a sec. Is that the spelling of the word approach? Honestly, A-P-P-R-O-C-H. Thank you, brother. And when you talk about the sound of waves crashing against the shore, that should be shore. Sea, shore, if you are aware of. Approach has this A and sanctuary has that A again. The first one is all fine. Picking that one the only correct option. Okay. So first one, the only correct one. Shore, approach, and sanctuary. We have taken enough time for this particular one. I didn't attempt this one. I left this one, to be honest. You can see I got 43 correct, 1 wrong, and 1 left. Not, I won't be attempting GS and GA and reasoning and maths out there. So I left this one, 21st one. Why I didn't get this, to be honest. However, I tried elimination, but it was better as a student to leave questions also. A couple of them we can leave. He realized his procrastination, that means he always delays things, was only delaying the inevitable, something which will happen for sure. You can't skip that part. You can just delay that. Realizing that, he decided to take the action. And I can't see of any idiom which can define taking actions. Promote the, I won't say anything. The meaning of, if you remember, bite the dust is not to get defeated or defeat someone. This is to die. Don't search on Google in Hindi. You may get different results. Check in dictionaries, you will get the same answer. Throw in the towel is to accept defeat. So nothing such is here. Kick the can down the road is to actually delay, just like we do on the roads also. We kick a can, we kick a piece of stone and such, and we go on and go on and go on, wasting time doing nothing. But that's the meaning of the line procrastination, we can say here. What about the answer? I thought of clicking face the music, which is to bear the consequences. He was delaying, he realized it, and now he decided to take an action. Whatever will happen, no problem. So after elimination, the answer goes face the music. Otherwise, there is no other idiom in the options which can be correct. I left this one and it's no problem. The correct use of the present tense. She has gone to the gym every morning before work. She has gone. Is that present tense? It is, but that is only one. Every morning she has gone is impossible. She go, impossible. A singular subject without an SES is more than impossible in English. She goes every morning, perfect. She are, I'll talk to you later. Never in the history of India has there been such a mighty king. Somebody asked us this yesterday and we have the answer. We had the answer. Students who have been with me, you have this line in your notes in the chapter of adverbs, inversion particularly. Whenever you start a statement with an adverb, just like hardly, just like barely, just like seldom, just like no sooner, seldom, I'm sorry, and such, we follow inversion. Hello, KP, at the perfect time, we can say. So never in the history of India has there been such a mighty king. It'll have inversion. This has, because of the adverb never, will come first. And just without even wasting 5 seconds, KB, the time taken by me was honestly 5 seconds. Shikha, absolutely as great a player as, thank you so much, just 5 seconds. Done. Next. The network of entities involved in producing and delivering what? A product. You're talking about producing a product and delivering a product from raw materials to the final customer or the consumer is going to be food chain, product. I may have an Apple iPhone. That's not a part of food chain. This is the same like these animals eat these eat these and such, not the food chain. Information, product may not show information. I have a digital pen. It doesn't show any information. Nor is this going to show some sort of data, just the supply. We make that and we deliver to your doorstep. So that's going to be a part of supply chain. Elimination, quite easy to mark. By whom can the money be transferred to any account in India? That means who can transfer the money to any account in India? Whom can? No. Who can transfer? A better one. No could. Who transfers? No can. Just one option out there. Writing is a powerful tool for communication. You have to find the misspelled one with the highlighted ones. And storytelling, fine. Allowing people to share their thoughts. Preserve memories. That's not the correct spelling of preserve. You better know this one. So preserve is not going to be pre-serve. What about the others? Let's check them. And explore their imaginations, all fine. Written is all fine. So B must be the answer. But, be careful in examinations. Option A should be corrected, should be marked over there. Nancy, Vaibhav, Isha, and all of you, thank you. Option A will be clicked. Don't click B. That'll be horrible because the availability of the options or the notations or the denominations, we can say. This was an RC, easy in my opinion. You can just have a look at the questions and the passage, you can find the answers. What trend has been observed among the Indian founded but overseas based startups in relation to the Indian IPO market? They have discussed startups. We have such here. Yes, here you can see startups. Indian founded but overseas based startups are doing something, reverse flipping to take the advantage. They are shutting down, they are selling stakes, they are reverse flipping. Level 1 RC directly marked. They are focusing on the US market. I don't know, but as per the RC, I have words marked directly. We'll click them for sure. Okay, the next one says which body has implemented favorable regulations implemented by the SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India. No RBI, SEBI there, no NSE, no BSE and such. Level 1. What is the antonym of the word discerning? I hope you have heard this for judges. They take careful decisions. So discerning is going to be thinking about something, pondering and taking careful decisions with the use of their mind and brain and wit, we can say. So discerning is going to be careful, you can say. Okay, the antonym of the word, indulging. If you indulge in something, you are involved in that, you will be considering that part. Terminating, maybe. Righteous is going to be right. Oblivious, this is not obvious, This is oblivious, which is going to be, I don't care, I don't care, it doesn't matter to me. Totally unaware, not paying attention is going to be oblivious. So that's a better option. Terminate can be a decision that has been taken wisely. If I am working in a company, if I am running up a company, for example, and that is not making any profit, it's time to terminate that company. And that's a decision taken wisely. So it will have some wise opinion, but I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm not aware of that. I'm not paying any attention to that. Is going to be oblivious. What shift in focus has occurred among the investors and founders in the Indian startup ecosystem? This ecosystem has been marked over here. The startup ecosystem has undergone a notable shift. Yeah, that is, they are asking about the same shift, with investors and founders focusing on financial sustainability and profitability rather than doing this or that. I have one option talking about financial sustainability and profitability. Perfect. How do many people, this is another one. In recent years, people have increasingly turned to alternative medicine practices driven by a variety of factors like this or that or that. How do many people turn to alternative medicine? According to the passage, they seek treatments that focus on the whole person. I think this line is marked directly over here. One of the primary reasons people turn to alternative medicine is the desire for treatments that focus on the whole person rather than this or that. That way. So just one option talking about the same. They focus on the whole person. I got this one wrong. The only one wrong I got. What concern do some people have regarding Western medicine, especially for chronic conditions? Okay, for chronic conditions, they have talked about, say, probably during the half of the passage they have marked. Somewhere here it should be. The chronic conditions. I actually read this because the RCs are quite easy, so I didn't pay attention, to be honest. That's why I got this wrong. Additionally, many people turn to alternative medicine after experiencing dissatisfaction with the conventional treatments, especially for chronic conditions. So I thought of this. They are dissatisfied with this. I clicked, it's not effective for treating. I didn't notice it has some keyword, infectious diseases and such. Your dissatisfaction doesn't define the treatment of infectious diseases and such and such. So I got this wrong. The next line says, Western medicines, regarding Western medicine, reliance on pharmaceuticals sometimes lead to concerns. I didn't read this line, to be honest, about the side effects, over medication and such. So it relies too heavily on pharmaceuticals, and that's the concern of the Western medicines out there. So a better choice there in the passage. What's integrative medicine? Let's talk about that. And integrative, just a sec. Medicine, the rise of integrative medicine, what is that? Which blends alternative treatments with conventional approaches. Okay, it's a combination of the alternative treatments with the conventional approaches. Fine. It's a combination of traditional Western medicine and alternative treatments. Yep, a combination of them. A form of surgery only used for chronic diseases? Not there. A new form of alternative medicine that replaces the conventional? No, it doesn't replace. It merges. That's integration, a combination of both of them. A blend of all of them. A practice that excludes. It doesn't exclude anything. It combines. It blends. Just one option with the same tone, theme, we can say. As per the passage, which of the following is an example of alternative medicine? Marked straight out there. Alternative medicine, which encompasses a wide range of practices like acupuncture. We have this. Done. Not the others. Herbal medicine, not in the options. Not even possible. How would I click a couple of options? Chiropractic care, not there. And homeopathy, not there. She cannot go with us in the forest. She has a phobia of snakes. CGL 2024 as well, and you have been taught this. Ophiophobia, ophidiophobia, both Sheetal define the fear of snakes. Perfect. I hope you remember this. I took just 9 seconds to answer this. Just 9 seconds. For sure, because that's a part of our sheets. Pramod, thank you, brother. Arson, it shows fear of arson, if you remember. Fire. When you say cyno, canine, it shows the fear of dogs. And mythophobia, phobia of myth, of stories, and such. Ophio, ophidio, done. From your regular sheets, we can say. Okay. We have, after years of fighting, my brothers finally bury the hatchet. One of the common idioms we have mugged up. If you bury the hatchet, you end the enmity, you end fighting, and you restore friendly relations, we can say. And the disagreement. Perfect. Receive the same negative treatment? No. Deceive or trick? No. Disclose information? No. Let's spill the beans in that way. So ending the disagreement and making peace. You are stopping war and such. She discovered, to her surprise, a hidden compartment, the blank space floorboards of the house. We have the floorboards, and you discover a hidden compartment. The hidden one cannot be above or over the floorboards. They are going to be either below or under the floorboards. For, off, to, the only word which means under, beneath. We have a combination of these words also, the blend of these. We have under is equal to beneath. Come on. We have under and beneath, and a combination of both of these is actually underneath. Plus beneath goes underneath also, in case you did not know. Under is equal to beneath is equal to underneath. Shikha. Perfect. Okay. She, blank space, very patient with her siblings, despite the constant questions. She had plus an ing. Had does not take an ing. She is being perfect. She were impossible. She have impossible. If some people or few people remember here, we have discussed the same statement in classes. If some people remember, that must have been taken from some previous year. I also took that from previous year, but the same statement has been discussed in classes. These are the animals that primarily eat meat, and blank space say depend on, rely on, and such. The first option saying that try on, impossible, aiming on, aiming at actually, planning on, no, clicking the answer without even looking at the second option, because that's the only possibility for the first one. We have discussed this in classes. Let's go through that. This is something I have done here. I won't do that in examinations. I'll definitely confirm the second one also. It may be a possibility we may get that wrong. These are the animals that primarily eat meat and rely, that means depend, on their sharp teeth. Yashwanti, if you remember, you kept on asking what's the meaning of rely. And that's a common word we have discussed in the classes, I can say right now. On their sharp teeth and claws to catch and kill prey. Examples include lions, hunting in groups to bring down the large herbivores, eagles, which use their sharp talons, snatch fish from the water. Their diet of protein-rich meat provides the energy necessary for their active lifestyle, and that's obviously active. You hunt in groups, that means you are active. You bring down the large animals, that means you are active. You bring down eagles, you use your sharp teeth, for example, you snatch fish. Confirmation clause now. The homophone for the word here is heat. No, is there. Here and there are not homophones. It starts with an H sound. It starts with a TH sound, which are not equal. No, Shikha, active, that means full of energy, bringing their praise down. Yes, Sandeep, perfect, brother. Haven, not at all. Phone, homo, sound, same. I think none of these, the first one, but I have to pick one of these. So let's go through hair. here can be the same. Heat, their haven can never, never, never be the same. Another RC to finish things off. My wife, that's a very good RC. We have time. We have time. Let me read this for you. My wife wants her funeral to be a whole production. She belongs to the Dharma production. She wants a parade where at just the right moment the floats explode like fireworks. But instead of fiery ashes falling to earth, it's heaps of crappy paper clogging the gutters. Then the big storm comes up, a monsoon, the rain, so thick the street becomes rivers. Wow. And all the men go to the kitchens to prepare dishes that take days to make. Whoa. Like childs and nogada or packing duck. Don't even know the meaning of this. When the rains have stopped, the men join the women on their balconies where they knit before the flooded world. Knit before the flooded world because it had been raining for days. So it's the flooded world now. Okay. For a week, no one sleeps. Will they be able to survive? Okay. Each night, it's ferocious dancing and noises, and the neighbors can't even stand. But when those neighbors come to complain, no one is bothered and everyone says, "Party yun hi chalegi." Come, join us, and the party spreads that way. Nobody's even calling the police. Turning complainers into celebrants. The party goes on, and for so long, I think she was cynical. And for so long, where's that? The party goes on, and for so long, and gets so loud that everybody's ears ring. By then, all the women are pregnant. I think she was dreaming. Kafi casual funeral tha. Not tha, hey. It still exists. All the women are pregnant, their bellies swelling with promise. My goodness. They give birth on the same day. She is full of technology. She must have been an engineer, I think. They give birth on the same day, at the same hour, and every child is a girl. Of course, astrology, as per astrology, if they are giving birth at the same time, things are going to be same, I think. I can say that. They grow up. These daughters take over government jobs, say governments, and mandate celebrations throughout the year until the days blend together as a single event. I am losing my mind. I cannot read this RC. Into a single event that becomes the way people live their lives, so that in the end, it doesn't even matter, it matters. There are only two jobs in the whole world. Those who celebrate, marking every day as the day of my wife's death, and those who endlessly toil, that means work hard in the sewers, clearing them of, I don't know what that is. I'll solve this RC tomorrow because today I'm out of my mind. Let's finish it off. Shikha, you are impressive. So that I didn't notice, but you did. Thank you so much. Now it's all fine. What does the wife, the wife, she deserves an article. She deserves an article. That's the value of article for the first time. What does the wife want to happen during her funeral parade? The floats explode like fireworks. I think the first line says that. Floats explode like fireworks. Doesn't matter what it means. Okay. What happens when the neighbors come to complain about the party? Come and join us. And the complainers become celebrants. The party becomes louder and more ferocious. Maybe. Everyone stops. No. They join the party. Yeah. Police are called. Not. What's the outcome of the prolonged party and celebrations? It is all turning into a year that is lasting into a single event. that becomes the way and all. Men take over government positions. Nah, nah, nah. She wants women to take over government positions. The girls born on the same day. Nope. All the women stop working. Nope. The neighbors move away. No, they join the party. It becomes a yearly event. So am I. And the penultimate one. What are the two main jobs? Yep, they have talked about a couple of jobs in the end. The two jobs, those who celebrate and those who work hard. Those who celebrate and those who work hard. Toil in the sewers and such. And the last one. He was in a flutter when he got the news. In a flutter, just like birds fluttering their wings, in a confused state, in a perplexed state, in an anxious, ये अपनी sheet Vaibhav is not in a disappointing state, in an excited state, hardly bothered, no, escaping from home, no. I hope that was a great set with some great passage, and that's all I have. Thank you so much for being here. Would love to see you tomorrow, but remember, hold on a sec. Tomorrow we have a special class, not Tom and Jerry, at 6 p.m. the same time here, but that is going to be on the app, not here on YouTube. And probably the same may go on next week or the next week. So remember the schedule now. Monday and Tuesday we are here. Monday the mine one, if I say. Tuesday the All India Live Mock, and Wednesday at 6 the same time, but on the app, the special class, the free one. Thank you so much for being here. See you. Thank you, BMW Manjula. Just a sec. Thanks everybody. Thank you Manjula. Thank you Nancy. Thank you Kamran sir. Praktha, Muskan, Radhe Radhe, Unnati, Vaibhav, Yap, Suman, Saloni, Radhika, Isha, Yashwanti, Pramod, Muskan, Vishali, Lavkush, Radhe Radhe, Vishali, Radhe Radhe, Yashwanti, Radhe Radhe, and all of you here. Okay, see you pretty soon. Thank you Wrinkle. Thank you, say Sandeep. Thanks a lot. See you pretty soon.